Greetings, this is Mike again. Second video. What I wanted to show in this one is the customer's installation of the Susan and why the Susan being, the timing on the Susan being critical to the customer. Right here we have a shelf that's very much like what the customer installs the Susan on. First off, what the customer does, they install the bearing first. So they put the bearing on in the correct position. And then I'll show how they install the Susan, which the Susans we are going to use for this demonstration. The very first Susan is the Susan that was manufactured on 13240, and you can see that was a good Susan. That one had the alignment was good, so we'll just show you that. So you can see this one is in good shape. So we're going to put the fixture down. Turn the shelf up over, and then we're going to attach it to the Susan. So we line up the holes on the inner race of the bearing, and the bearing is in detent right now, so it won't move. So we'll start the screws. Because of the chamfer on the Susan, the bearing can't, the position finds itself. The 4 screws go in and center the Susan. So we're going to tighten these down. We're going to take it out of detent, put it back in detent, so you can see it's in detent. So that's the center of the detent. Now if you look straight down on this, you can see that the distance over here, you can see the distance right there, the distance from the shelf to the edge of from our Susan to the edge of the shelf is the same as the distance on this side of the shelf to the Susan. Now if we can get a top view and go out a little bit and get above it. You can see it's kind of hard to demonstrate here, but you can see that this one is correct, and it looks even on both sides. So this is a good one. Now, we're going to show you, we'll take this one off and show you what happens when we put one that we have rejected and the customer, actually this is one that the customer sent back to us, a rejected Susan the customer has sent back to us, the second one. This is a Susan that was manufactured on 13178. This is one of the worst ones we've had, but just to show it for demonstration purposes, how bad it was, what happened to the customer. You can see right here, there's probably close to 10 mm, 8 to 10 mm gap on this one. So now you can see, we'll turn this one over and install it on the shelf, same way we did the other one, with the 4 screws. Okay, so now you can see this one. Yeah, we'll take it out of detent and bring it back in just to make sure we haven't done anything different. Now you can see with this one, first off you see right away that this shelf, the Susan is actually overhanging the shelf here. So the Susan is, I'll move it out of detent a little bit, you can see where the edges shelf and the Susan are. Then you can see over here how the gap gets much bigger on this side. So from the customer looking at it, it looks very bad. And then the other thing is that their door, when it comes back to this position here, the door actually hits the Susan, so it bumps the Susan when the door closes on the corner cabinet. So they have a door on here. So you can see the issue is not with the turn or anything else. It all has to do with the timing of these holes and this opening here. So we need to make sure we do that, and I wanted to show you what the customer was finding when they installed this product in their cabinet. So hopefully this video will help, and together we can get this problem taken care of.